Welcome, friends. Today, we are pitting two juggernauts of the Orlando coaster community against each other. Which is our favorite? Which makes us excited at its mere mention? One is a monster, reaching over 100 feet tall, with speeds of 67 miles per hour and 7 inversions. The other is arguably one, if not the greatest, themed coaster ever built, featuring 7 unique launches, a drop track, a vertical spike, and speeds up to 65 miles per hour. How privileged we are to have the opportunity to express our opinions with you, and hope to hear yours as well below in the comments. Come along as we discuss and ultimately crown a victor. If you have been here in the past, welcome back. If this is your first time, we invite you to join our family by subscribing. We are Scott and Jennifer, and we continue to be lost in a wonderland.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the greatest show on earth.
Felt impossible in my bones, like getting blood out of the stone on my own. But you came around and removed the thorn in my soul. You guided me out of the storm. I found home in your arms of gold, in your arms of gold.
So as we compare all the coasters in the park, one of the ones that is right behind us, I think Jennifer and I can agree firmly, this is our least favorite of all the Universal coasters.
Yeah, I know. I don't like it. Like, I've rode it twice and I won't go again.
So it, you know, in and of itself, it's a good coaster, meaning that the track layout is good, the initial climb is scary, so that's good, but the coaster is really, really jerky, and that makes it, like, for a really uncomfortable ride. It just doesn't feel good. Plus, if you're a person of any size, like I'm a big guy, I'm over 200 pounds, the seats are really uncomfortable. Their restraints are tight, and you know, the only redeeming factor I can really give it is that I like the fact that you can pick your own music, and the speakers are loud, and so you got like your own little soundtrack, and that's kind of the whole theme of the coaster.
Yeah, I mean, it boxed my ears. Like, it's so jerky that, like, on either side of, like, the harnesses and stuff, like, my ears get hit pretty good.
So you agree? Bottom of the list?
Oh, definitely.
Bottom of the list. Sorry, Rip Ride. So arguably one of my all-time favorite rides at Universal, but when it comes to coasters, this is a good coaster, but it's a terrific ride. But when it comes down to ranking the coasters of Universal, this one is about middle of the road.
Yeah. I mean, it does have inside working for it, though.
Yeah.
So it's an inside coaster.
Absolutely. So again, I really like it. They just did a refurb on the inside. They put in new videos, plussed up some of the graphics inside, and we've noticed a couple things I'd never noticed before. So kudos to Universal on the refurb. I think, as far as I'm concerned, coaster-wise,
Number 3.
Number 3. Yeah.
Out of the 4.
So, question for you:
Yes.
do you consider Escape from Green Drops a roller coaster?
I don't.
Why?
I guess because it doesn't go fast. It doesn't have like that continuous long stretch of like roller coaster.
True. I would agree with that. Although I just wanted to bring it up because it is the same ride vehicle as the Mummy. It's the same ride system. There is the track in the beginning. You have the fast beginning, but then it just slows down and becomes more of like a dark ride after that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna say it's not, but I mean technically, I guess you could classify
It is on a track. It is
on
a ride that is on a track.
Right.
But so is Hogwarts Express.
True that. So tell me, as a non-roller coaster person, what is it? What is your favorite part about a roller coaster?
What is my favorite part about a roller coaster?
Mm-hmm.
Getting off. No, I mean, I guess I don't know. The anticipation of getting on the roller coaster makes me antsy. Being on the roller coaster, there's some that I actually end up enjoying, but then there are others that I'm just like, no, I'm good. I don't have to get on that again.
So does that go for things that are non-roller coastery, like slingshots and gigantic swings?
No, because I don't need help flying.
So I think I mentioned it in a different blog one time. One of the best quick service meals in the Islands of Adventure, there's two that are hidden gems. One is Blondie's, and get the Dagwood. The Dagwood is out of sight. It's a really good sandwich, a really good bargain. I think it's like 14 bucks. You get like this huge sandwich. The other one is actually directly across in Toon Lagoon, and it is at Wimpy's. And so Wimpy's is not always open, but when it is open, it is home to the Wellington cheeseburger and really good, crispy, curly fries. So take this as a secret from me to you. If you want the best cheeseburger in the theme parks, go to Wimpy's and get the Wellington. You'll thank me later. Did we forget about this coaster?
I mean, yes and no. I mean, it is a coaster. I don't think that it's necessarily for adults.
Flight of the Hippogriff. Technically a coaster, kiddie coaster. So we're not gonna count that one in on our countdown. But we did want to mention it because officially it's a coaster. It does live here.
It does.
There you go. Flight of the Hippogriff.
The Incredible Hulk launches you from a tunnel. Upon exiting the tunnel, the train enters a 0G roll and plunges down a 105-foot drop. The train then reaches a max speed of 67 miles per hour and enters a Cobra roll over the park's main lagoon. Riders then enter a vertical loop and through a subterranean tunnel full of mist. The back half of the coaster is entered via a corkscrew, followed by a second vertical loop, 2 overbank turns, a mid-course brake run, and then finally the trains are sent down a final hill to a corkscrew, a turnaround, and a helix. Hagrid's Magical Creatures Motorbike Adventure. Described as a story coaster by Universal, the attraction takes Muggles on a journey through the Forbidden Forest, coming face to face with magical creatures such as Fluffy, Cornish pixies, Centaur, Blasted Scroots, and a unicorn. With a maximum speed of 50 miles per hour throughout 7 launches, the ride includes more launches than any other roller coaster in the world. It is the second coaster in the United States to feature a vertical drop track at nearly 17 feet and the longest roller coaster in Florida, measuring nearly a mile. The track also features a spike that catapults guests 65 feet into the air at more than 70 degrees.
The coasters have been ridden, the film has been made, and I have a clear-cut winner. Do you?
Yes and no.
So let's start with Hulk. What do you like? What do you not like?
I like being shot out of the tunnel, but I think it has too many loops.
So as far as like bang for your buck coasters, big thrills, what you think of when you think of like a top tier roller coaster, Hulk's got it all. Overall, I love the coaster. I always have. Let's talk about Hagrid's.
I think it just kind of has a special place in my heart. It's the very first launch coaster I've ever ridden. Very highly themed. You know, theming to me is really important.
Hagrid's for me is all encompassing. It has 7 different launches. It has a vertical spike. It has a drop track. It's got theming. I can't imagine a time when I would get tired of riding that ride. So, what do you think? What's your pick? Number 1, drum roll.
Hagrid's.
Me too, Hagrid's. I had to think about it for about 2 seconds. I already knew what it was. I gave it a fair shot. I love the Hulk, but I really love Hagrid's.
Yeah, because I mean, like whenever I go to the park, like I know I have to ride Hagrid. It's like a must ride whenever you go.
Yeah, and I think that says it all. It's a must ride. So our pick, unanimous, Hagrid's.
Well, thank you for coming along again on our journey. If never lost, then never found.
So go get lost.